Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. How are you? I hope everything with you is copacetic, and I hope your day is going well, and I hope you have a marvelous week. And with that being said, somebody wanted me to do a reading on Lisa Bonet. Yes. So I like Lisa Bonet. I have followed her. She played an Angel Heart. She played in the series with what was the Cosby Kids, but not too much though. I just felt like, she modeled, she did a lot of things, she was really good. She did play in some other movies. I think she played in Traffic. She played in movies, but her movie career never was it. But the movie when she played in Angel Heart, that was awesome. If you ever get a chance and you haven't seen it, please look at Angel Heart. It's a very good movie. She doesn't have a big role, but the role that she does have is very impactful. So
I like that.
But big enough for her at the time. So with that being said, so let's shuffle up and let's see what's going on. Somebody wanted to know about her what was it? Her love life, her marriage. Well, she was married to Mimosa. What was his name?
Yes, Jason Mimosa.
She was married to Jason Mimosa. Her sign is she a Scorpio?
I believe so, but I think it's a Scorpio, but let me just double check.
I couldn't even believe my girl was going on 56 years old. Wow.
She is 57.
She's 57?
She'll be 57 in November.
Well, we're not. She's 56 years old. I couldn't believe it. Wow. People getting older. Jesus. I don't feel alone then. I was feeling kind of abandoned. But now I feel kind of good. Everybody getting older. So this is with Lisa Bonet. And let's see what's going on with her. That's going on with her love life. Someone wanted to know, was she going to get back with her husband or something?
It says very soulful, spiritual energy Lisa Bonet has.
Yeah, she does.
Where her life be after her divorce. Some fans think they are not over. So
but she wasn't never over with Lenny Kravitz. Because I think she was married to him. Or
she was married to him.
So, and he never married no one after her. I thought they were a beautiful couple. But she was like, no. But from Jason, I think he cheated with the actress he was playing with. Mm-hmm. And wasn't that the same actress that was with Johnny Depp? I don't know. I could be
Amber Rose.
I don't know. So don't quote me. So here's Lisa Bonet. Let me throw out, this is her love life. Okay. Automatically, I see two things. I see imagination. I see that she dreams a lot. I think that she gets caught up in temptations. She gets caught up in her illusions and her thoughts. I see that about her. Also, again, I see here where I see a pentacle. I see that she's meticulous. I see that she's very meticulous and like things the way that she liked them. She likes the way that she liked things. It's the way she wanted. That's the way it's got to be for her. Very meticulous. Very, it's more words I want to use. When somebody is, what is the word? A perfectionist about things. That's it. That's how she is. She's very meticulous and she cares and she likes it done the way that she likes it done. This is what the cards are saying. Her problem is, and I don't see it as a problem, I see it as a queen. So a queen, somebody is very emotional, got a lot of feelings, very sensitive, and can be a little standoffish, but emotional. And I think she believes in love, true love. Maybe even to a point where it's not even ideal. Maybe her ideas of love could be fantasized. Uh-huh. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Maybe not realistic according to the cards, but it's a principle she stands on, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know why her and Travis broke up. It could have been for infidelity.
You mean Jason?
No, Travis, the guy, the singer. who she was with, Lenny Kravitz. And this guy, they broke up for infidelity. So she's the type of person, no nonsense. I guess you cheat, it's over. Also, I see somewhere in her life, I don't know if this is a man, it's not clear to me yet, somebody that's there, that's hovering, that hoards money or hoard possessions, or maybe not that, this is what I get. I think this is somebody who holds on too tight.
Oh, okay.
And don't know how to let go.
Right.
Or maybe they just stand off, hold on, just hold on to things and don't know when to release.
Yeah, I can see that.
Above her head, I definitely see a moving on. She's quick to move on. It's over. I'm going to react and ask questions later. I'll react. I may feel bad about it, but I'm going to react. I'm going to do what I got to do, and I move on. I get the impression nobody puts baby in a corner.
Okay.
You know, so, and this is about her marriage. Also, I don't think that she has temperament. She seems very balanced and very, very level-headed.
Okay.
Very level-headed, but and always about family and always about security. So family, security, level-headedness, and I also see like here, for the right hand, for the left hand, I see selfishness, or maybe someone not as honest, or not honest, but selfish. Or like I said, or hold on to things very, very tightly. But I think she's about family. She's definitely about her coins, making money, having money. She's not a broke woman. And it's about maintaining what she has. Here, when I see here, I think it's a lot of things going on with her, actually. I'm going to sum it up. But let me do this one. I forget about you sometimes, baby Crone.
Okay.
You got it. But let me get this, bro. What I see here, also, I see somebody here that had their own fears and their own insecurities. So I definitely see that she goes through some insecurities. I think that she works hard to preserve and to save. She doesn't seem like someone that's frivolous with her money.
Okay.
And she knows heartache. So this is somebody who suffered heartache, who knows heartache. So therefore, she's going to look out for herself. It seems like she's a type of person, once you hurt me, she doesn't forget it, but she protects herself.
Could be true to a Scorpio nature.
She's Scorpio?
Yeah, she's a Scorpio.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah, that explains a lot. Mm-hmm. And also a little bit about I don't want to say materialistic, but about...
She's material. I don't want to say she's materialistic, right, but she wants a comfortable life.
Yes, especially because Taurus is the opposite sign of Scorpio, and Taurus is all about being comfortable in this physical life.
Yeah.
Now, the cards that I had picked out for Lisa was this mountain card, which symbolizes her overcoming, or maybe she has like a block in her life at this moment, and maybe she could just be her own block in her life sometimes, you know.
Right.
It's not like self-sabotaging, but you just get in your own way without maybe knowing you get in your own way. And that could just be simply for, funnily enough, with this block card being Polar Bear Mama, really
Polar
showing,
Bear Mama.
Yes, Polar Bear Mama, that defensive, protect, what's really home and true to yourself, especially because she's a Scorpio and that's a water sign, and water signs are more receptive and protecting their own, kind of like a Cancer. But the way I see this is the spiciness of that venom, don't poke the bear unless you're ready for like the wrath of the bear. So what I'm really trying to say about Lisa Bonet, especially because she's a Scorpio, is basically the fact that she can get in her own way maybe when it comes to love affairs by being defensive, and that could be because she was hurt in the past and she just has her guards up and is more on the defense and ready to pounce and attack and think later about the actions, especially because we have this scythe right here, which is cutting something off. However, it looks like it's cutting something in. So the way the cards are placed. Hold up. Yeah, the way my cards are placed, the scythe is facing inwards. So it's that sort of like defensive weapon of I'll cut you off before you hurt me or before I get too invested.
Yeah.
And that leads her down a crossroad because, sometimes you don't want to do it. So she could be like, I really want to be in this relationship or I really could want this love. But also at the same time, they've crossed this boundary that I've put for myself. So where do I go with this? Because maybe she thinks she could be a little too hard in relationships. And she's like, should I change or not? Because she is trying to anchor down something in her life, some type of stable formation of love, because we have the anchor here. As well as at the very bottom, we have the very sexy man, which could be somebody that she's looking for. Maybe if she does have a man in her life, maybe it's just for gratification in that sense.
You finished?
Yes, me finished.
So what I see here is, like I said, I've been, thinking about it, and I'm thinking she's probably a type of person, she's going to hold on to her money. Like, she's not going to be frivolous with it. I think that she deals with uncertainties when it comes to love. When it comes to love, that's a very dark spot for her. Dealing with uncertainties, dealing with infidelities. She works hard not for it to happen. But I think that infidelity, it really triggers her. Where it's just acceptable, because I see it right here where it's the heart. So it's like once you cheated or something like that, that's like a sty. That's like awful. And so when someone says, do they think that they're going to get back together? I've never known her to go back, but let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. What I get here is I get the Wheel of Fortune. That's the faith card. It could be good, it could be bad. She could go back. It may be something she thinks about, but I think that the past precedes her. Whatever happens in the past, it keeps coming up about that infidelity. So no, I don't think, and I think that cheating hurt her, and I think that, I don't see her going back right now. Not now. It could be, but I don't see it. Not right now. She still deals with it. Go ahead, baby, Crone.
Yes, we have the whip and the broom, which definitely shows that it's especially back to this crossroads right here, which shows the two paths that she's torn and stuck in between. Maybe it's like you said, something that she has thought about, and maybe she whips herself like, man, if I go back to this person, taking like a risk or a chance, and maybe like I left them for a reason. If not, if I go back and this happens again. Like they say, 3 strikes, you're out. Or maybe she's like, 1 strike, you're out.
One strike, you cheat, it's over.
Yes. And I'm not sure what this child card has to do with it. I'm not sure if she's trying to like set an image for her children as like a role model. Or maybe she just thinks about the family unit and doesn't want her kids to be surrounded by having a revolving door of men coming in, and she's trying to find some type of love. Or maybe it could even be some type of childhood wounds or something.
Trauma.
Yeah, childhood trauma that's preventing her from moving forward in love.
That's what I see. I see like a childhood trauma that made her like this. Like maybe her daddy cheated or whatever. Everything I say is allegedly, but I definitely see childhood trauma. And it's like trauma in a sense of, I'm not going to let nobody walk on me like that. No matter how much it hurt, I'm not the one. I am not the one. And I definitely see she lives a good life, but she can hoard her money. She is not going to be broke. So she going to hoard her money. Hoarding it meaning that she's not going to blow it. Like it's spent, but wisely. I guess she's like, I'm going to grow old, so, but whatever that means, I just think that because that's what's showing up here. I definitely see that. And I definitely see that she's definitely been heartbroken. And what's his name?
Jason.
I think Even if they was right now, I think that right now it's a time out. I think that they're divorced, and I think that the past. I don't think that once bitten, twice shy. You have a question?
Yes, my question is Lisa currently dating? Or is there some man in her life?
Right now, what I see is what I'm getting here. Yes, there's always somebody that's going to want to date Lisa Bonet, no matter how old she is. She's very stunning, and yes, but I think that she's been hurt, and so she's got 2 marriages that didn't work.
Yes.
And I don't think she take that lightly. So she draws on the inner strength with that. I don't think she takes it lightly. You sure she was married to Lenny Kravitz at one point?
Yes, it did say that.
And
that was one spouse.
Right. And right now, I think that she just don't deal with deception. The cards are showing you F with her, it's over. There is no second, third chances. It's over. It's like she know her self-worth. I'm not going to deal with it. I don't have to. I don't need you. I can stand on my own, and I'm not dealing with it. I think she has how many children by Jason? 2?
Let me check. I was looking at her marriage.
She had 1 by Travis, Lenny Travis, and I think and that was Zoe, and I think she has 2 other little boys, a boy and a girl, I think, by Jason. And I think they're young. I don't know. My number is coming 8, 9.
Oh, well, that would also explain the child card that came up. However, I don't know. It says that they apparently had 1 child, Jason.
Okay,
and
they had 1 child?
Yes. She had 1 child by each of these men.
How old is her son by? Is it a son? I think she had a boy. I would like to know how old he is if you could find out.
I'll see if I can find a son, but the daughter that he had with Jason, she had with Jason is 16.
She had a daughter with Jason?
Yes, her name is Lola Momoa.
And did she have a son?
It didn't mention a son.
Oh, she had 1. So her and Jason been married for 16 years?
No, they were married for 5 years. Jason and Lisa.
They were married for 5 years, but they've been dating for 16?
I don't know. I mean, literally.
You said she had a child.
Yep.
That's 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I could have sworn that woman had a child that's younger.
Let's see. No, and then Zoe, she 35.
Right. Well, anyway, I do no homework, so that's all I got. Well, anyway, I definitely see she will not tolerate deceit. She will not tolerate it. She feels as though I'm worth it. She drew on her inner strength. Whatever she got to do, you're gone. You're out. You was looking out there, going that way you were. You wanted to follow the bird? Go on. Get up on out of here. And that's what I see about her. That's it. We'll go back to that picture. What is that?
I'm trying to find if they have a son together.
Well, anyway,
Yes.
What do you have to say about that?
Yes, what I have about her relationship currently. Hold up. Okay, here we go. They do have a son, according to a People article. They had welcomed their second son in 2008. So, according to this article, he's 15.
Okay. So that they have a daughter that's 16, and they was only married 5 years, but he had 2 children by him. So they were living together, and then they got married. That's what it sounds like. Or they were in a relationship. So they were together for what, 17 years maybe?
Yeah.
And then they get married, he cheats, and they break up. That's
Yep,
sad.
the former couple started dating in 2005.
Wow.
Wow is right.
Finally get married.
Yes.
And then, see, I wonder, why, was he a cheater all along?
That's a good question.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. And then her first marriage with Lenny Kravitz, that lasted 6 years. So it seems like once she starts reaching that 6-year mark, it starts to go downhill.
Wow. Well,
Yes. What what I had pulled out for her, and if there's somebody in her love life at the moment, we have the moon phase.
I don't think that there is.
No.
Not right now.
She's too in her feelings, or too into herself and into her intuitiveness and self-care and self-love, and really searching deep and hard within herself, because we have this and because she's trying to move forward. And also, this is a karma sip, so she's probably looking at more deals and more ways to achieve more money. However, it just seems like she's focused on her career and herself at this moment and not really ready to share herself.
I definitely don't see it. I think right now she's just not ready to deal right now. It's not that she can't meet anyone. I just don't think she's ready. I think that this hurt her when she found out about it. And I think it hurt him. And even though, from what I understand, is when they broke up, he went with the woman that he was having an affair with. Here,
How that works.
I see she's moving on. It has not been easy for her. But I see the judgment, and the judgment is always about moving on. Here, again, I see trying to move on, facing your fears, facing life without him, dealing with life without Jason, moving on. I think it's been hard for her. I really do. I think that she's taking on the challenge. She's looking at it, She's taking on the challenge. She's looking at it. And I don't think she wanted to be alone. I don't think she planned for this to be alone. I don't think that she wanted her marriage to last for 5 years. But it's a burden right now without him in her life. It's not financial. I think that there is a burden in having to deal with them and the kids and adjustment. Although I think they've been separated now for a year or so?
Yes, they got divorced in 2022. So they've been divorced or separated for 2 years now.
2 years. And I still think that there may be a little struggle in dealing with that. I really do, because she had a long life with him.
Yeah, for real.
And she's been with him longer than she was with Lenny Kravitz. So this is really bothered her. This really hurt her. The cards show up that it hurt her. That infidelity.
I understand, especially because they dated way longer than they were married. We have the Fox card, which just feels like maybe this is the energy that she feels that she's like ahead of the game, back to that.
And she knows she has to move on. Yeah.
Move on, take on the wits, be careful, always, because the Fox is looking back, always check your back, make sure you're safe, because she has been hurt and she has this burden on her. Not that she's like having a burdensome life, just the fact that having this divorce and everything not turning out the way it should
she
have.
Planned. Like, they've been together for so long. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And then he cheats. And then the lies and coming home and not wanting. You could just imagine.
Right, and maybe she can even feel that he was this Fox that was
I see
sneaky.
you have a burden card.
Yes, I do. And then I think honestly this Fox could be Jason that feels that he was sneaky on the relationship, and maybe he put the burden on this relationship.
I know he regrets it.
He should, especially because these birds were here and they were together for so long before getting married, and basically had children before getting married, and it's just.
So let me tell you, so is Jason still with that woman he cheated with?
Let's see.
As I do this last run, my last row would be, I'm going to take something from the middle. And I want to take it from the middle and here. Yeah, I could tell you exactly what I see. But baby Crone, what do you have? Is he still with the woman that he cheated on? The one that those relationships don't really last usually. He's not with her?
No, he is.
He's still with the actress?
Yes. And surprisingly, even though they got divorced 2 years ago,
that's why I didn't know.
Their divorce wasn't finalized until January of 2024.
That's why she's struggling. She's ready to move on. Moving on, dealing with uncertainties. This was something.
Yes, and
But
the woman's
right.
name is Adria
You
Arjona.
could put a picture of her.
All right, put a
And
picture of her.
that's what I said. This makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's moved on, but this was a struggle. This was a struggle. I don't know what went on in the divorce decree, but I can say now the Sphinx is about rising up. It's about the rapture, rapturing yourself up and moving on. I see here with the moon card, this is about dealing with uncertainties and fear. So this is hard. I also see leaning on my own strength, putting that past behind me, dealing with the broken heart. This really bothered her, because I guess I'm getting that she didn't expect that. And also, it could have been also him too, not wanting to give. It could have been something dealing with finances in this divorce decree. But at the last of it, I definitely see she making up peace. She's definitely able to move on now, because I see that it's a hole, but she's moving on. It's a hole in her heart, but she packed her bags mentally and she's moving on. She's ready to face her fears, her doubts. She's ready. It's like releasing her guards, ready to let somebody in now, because she put that aside. Also, I think that dealing with Jason and maybe dealing with this divorce decree, maybe was somebody that was in control or being controlling and ruling in a controlling way. And I guess maybe making it more difficult, because I don't know, I don't think he really wanted to get a divorce, but nevertheless, he's still with that woman. And I definitely see love arrows are moved and moved on. But I think that this really bothered Lisa to the umph. But she is definitely ready to move on and move them out the way. I don't know if I could see her getting back together. They wanted to know that, right?
Yes.
Will her and Jason Mimosa get back together? I called that man Mimosa.
I do too.
Is his name Mimosa?
Momoa.
Momoa.
It does. I do call him Jason Mimosa sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I laid out 3 cards, and what I see, I want to know what's his sign. Because she's a Scorpio.
Yes, she is.
Mm-hmm. I see definitely that.
A Leo.
So they're not compatible.
No,
On the trip, no. He's fire and she's water. So yeah, he puts out he's fire, right?
No, yes,
she's fire. She's water. Yeah, she's very emotional. So what I do see love, and I do see that they had a beautiful relationship at one point. It really was, but then it became tumultuous. It was not fun, and even now, it just seemed like it left her with imbalance. It's like it rocked her world. She wasn't ready for that. She probably couldn't even believe he cheated. I'm getting the impression like he's the likeliest person I thought would cheat on me. That is the impression I'm getting. And I think that's why it hurts so bad. Because I think that when he loved her like she was the one and only. And I think that she had trusted him. And for this to happen, I think this really hurt her heart. It broke her heart. And I think that she's not over it. And again, when she go back, the cards are saying, yeah, there was a love for him, but he was deceitful. And it ripped our family. And it's turbulence even now. And I don't see that happening today. However, anything is possible. Yes. But I don't see that happening today. Go ahead.
Yes, I have pulled out for if they will get back together. And we have the clover, which symbolizes some luck. Maybe in the future there may be a chance. We're not really sure. Because then the next card that came up, not right now. Then the next card that came up was the Star card, which is leave it up to divine intervention, basically. Maybe we'll see if life will bring them back together during circumstances, like they say, Leave it up to the
But
stars.
you know what? Why go back? If you left, stay gone. That's what I'm learning. Unless you're gonna stay apart for like time, 5 years, 3 years, give a person a chance and you just get back by circumstances.
Mhm.
And it worked. But right now, I don't see it because my cards are showing me she see him as a cheater, pumpkin eater. And she is not feeling it at all. And that woman here with the cups, it's like I got a lot of love in me, but I'm not going to waste it on somebody cheating. You're not going to diminish me. I know my value. I know my self-worth. And I think that this really bothered her. I don't even think that she saw it coming. I get that. That's the impression I get. I think that's why I keep harping on it. And usually when I'm like that, I stick to it because he seems like he's a fun, loving, faithful guy. And he seemed like he's a one-woman man. But you cheated on her and you thought you had a chance. You cheat. And I think that's what happened with Lenny Kravitz. You cheat, you done, it's over. That's the impression that I'm picking up. And even though I even pick it up, you know what? I love you, but I'll suffer alone before I'll allow you in my bed. It's like you broke that. And it's broken. And it's nothing he could have said or done to fix that. And even now, even though the money and everything has been worked out in her favor, you know it wasn't easy. In her favor because he didn't make it easy, but in her favor, but for the boys and their child, their 2 children, and it's sad when a family breaks up like that.
Yes.
But it's still tumultuous. But at least she's finding a balance.
Yes.
And the major cards you see here, you see that there is an imbalance. But here, when you see the heart of it, in the future, she will find a balance and she will be in another relationship again, but not right now, because now I understand, because all of this is like this, because this is just getting out of her life.
Yeah.
So I definitely see her moving on. Definitely. Guards down, dealt with it. He was a very strong force in her life and moving on. Fire gone. And I think the fact that he's still with that woman, I think it's over.
Yep, 2 years later, still together.
But he seemed like that kind of a guy, though. Like he would stay with her because, you know, it's just that's why I'm getting that Lisa probably felt like he would never leave her, but he cheated. So I don't really think he cheated. I think he had an affair.
Okay.
And it began to where he lied and cheated and all of this, and then when it all finally came out, the media, whatever. So that's what I get. So no, I don't see them getting back together. However, all things are possible.
Yes, that is
But
true.
I definitely don't see it now.
Yeah, definitely
Baby
not
Cole,
now.
what do you see? What is your last?
Well, I had already went over my last cards, but
Okay.
basically I have the same sentiment that it's definitely not going to be now because she is 2 on the high defense, 2 on the guard, and 2 in this untrustworthy position with Jason. Yeah.
And he was a very strong force in her life, but it's a wrap. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this read. And I know that she'll find her way out of this. You know, it's all fresh. It's just getting done. It took 2 years of her life.
Yeah.
And she got the strength. She's got inner strength. You know, she's that boho chick. You know, she got it. You know, and I think he learned the lesson. And if he cheat again, he'll think twice. So, and that's it. You cut ties, and that's so sad because they had been together for so long.
Yes.
And with that being said, that's all I got to say. I really do hope you enjoyed this reading. I know I did. Put the person down.
Yes.
And with that being said, sunflowers.